And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Gibson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Gibson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back to throw. Gibson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Gibson on the move to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ready? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Russell. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now, it's Morrison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second down at 5.
52's the mic right here over there.
Back to throw. Russell And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morrison. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards.
Are you serious, dog?
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gibson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Russell. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Russell. Incomplete. Jamar chased the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Gibson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Working with his 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Gibson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
A try here for the extra point. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
And to give this time to the tailback.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the bootleg, Gibson steps away. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd down and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off play action. Gibson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants now down 27-24. And time, a huge factor. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Pierce. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. He's back to throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. To throw on 3rd down. Russell.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Throwing on first down. Russell.
Right back to Pitts again.
Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On first down, it's Morrison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And
his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg. Russell. They'll roll him out right.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Let's go. 57 to mark. 57 to mark. You can't block me.
Back to throw. Russell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And the Giants send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Gibson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Gibson. Throw left side complete. That's Snyder. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gibson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot.